Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. A very important and significant hadith today. This is the Sahih Muslim, one of the authentic book of hadith after Imam Bukhari. And in compilation, they regard this hadith is more helpful chapter-wise, subject-wise. And there are some complication in Bukhari. Though in authenticity, Imam Bukhari in his book Sahih al-Bukhari is preferred and is better than this, but in understanding, in classification, and subject-wise, the way it is compiled, so the ulama says the Sahih Muslim is more easy and more understandable than the Sahih al-Bukhari. So they both are authentic book, and one of the 6 authentic book is the second number. Imam Bukhari has a muqaddimah, preamble, and after preamble, the first chapter starts with Kitabul Iman, book of faith. So yesterday we started general talk about how to get ourselves ready for the month of Ramadan and what should be our preparation. And this in preamble, I'm just choosing only one, 2 or 3 hadiths which are on the same topic, but very important to us. And it is related to our personal life as well as to our social life and our political life. Sometimes the things is very common, but we don't pay attention to it. We think, oh, I heard this many times. But the question is not you heard this many times, how much you practice upon it. For us to know something, it is important. No, you might know many things, but the most important thing, how these things are part of your character and behavior. So some people are just looking for a knowledge to get new things, but this is not important. Whatever you know, if someone remind you, which is called tazkir in Quran. Tazkir means to remind you and again and tell you, though you know it, but have you ever take it part of your life? Have you ever realized and analyzed yourself that how much you are according to this guidance, according to this commandment of Allah and His Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? So bear in your mind this and listen this hadith to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم عن حفص بن عاصم and narrated this hadith from the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. كفى بالمرء كذبا أن يحدث بكل ما سمع. It is enough for a person to be declared liar. It is enough of a person to be known liar, to be declared a liar, if he spread whatever he heard. Without authentication, without verification, whenever he got news, he just starts spreading it, telling to the people, oh, I got a very recently new news. I heard from so and so this and that. Without authentication, and without looking whether this news is right or wrong. And secondly, the impact in the society, the impact on the person. Whatever I got, if I spread it, what will be the impact of my news? Whether it will be good impact or bad impact. The people will unite or the people will delight. The family will like it or the family will be destroyed. Without looking at the asarat of my news. And first of all, without analyzing that whatever I am saying is right or wrong, or whether this is true or not, just spreading it. The Prophet ﷺ said, يُحَدِّثَ بِكُلِّ مَا سَمِعَ. Whatever you heard is become part of your language and your words. He said, this is enough to be known this person as a liar. For a liar, you don't have to fabricate a lie. He said, this habit itself is a good sign to be declared someone a liar. There is another hadith with the same subject. بِحَسْبِ الْمَرْءِ مِنَ الْكَذِبَ يُحَدِّثَ بِكُلِّ مَا سَمِعَ. It is enough for a person to be declared a liar if it is enough to be known as a liar if he spread without verification and authentication. And the other hadith, قال لي مالك, Ibn Wahab says that Malik told me, اعلم أنه ليس يسلم رجل حدث بكل ما سمع. If the person have a habit, if the person have a routine, if the person have a character, يحدث بكل ما سمع, to spread what he got, Laysa yaslamu, this person will never be safe. Laysa yaslamu, this person will never be safe, means he will never be safe from telling a lie, from spreading wrong, or doing something wrong if he have this hadith. Laysa, Imam Malik says, he will never be safe at all. No matter how much he thinks, I am wise, I understand, I am genius, he said, la, he will never be safe. Wala yakunu imaman abada. And he said, this character person should not be followed at all. Should not be appointed as a leader. And nowadays our criteria, this is one of the quality to declare someone a leader or to appoint someone a leader, that he is spreading rumors very fastly and very quickly. And he is convincing people with all these nonsense things. But whatever is the criteria now, the Imam Malik says, وَأَنْ لَا يَكُونُ إِمَامًا أَبَدًا, this kind of person should not be appointed imam at all. Means he should know that he is a liar, he is not trustworthy, and this person is not safe. So all these things related to him, but other thing to the community, la yakunu imaman abada. Your duty as a community, you should not make him a leader in your community. This kind of person whose word is not verified, how this person can lead you to the right direction? And this is not only the hadith, the clear message of Quran from Surah Hujurat, verse number 6. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, O you who believe, if you have a faith, if you are believers, if you believe in the oneness of Allah, in the messenger of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam messengership, Iman walo, in ja'akum fasiqun, if a sinner, if a wrongdoer come to you, binaba'in, with the news, fatabayyanu. It is not what he said. He is a sinner, he is a wrongdoer. He is known in the society, fatabayyanu. Your duty starts now to verify it. Check out the authenticity of what he is saying. It is your duty. It will not be excuse for you at all. Someone has told me this. So and so has told me this. And I've been informed by so and so. Fatabayyanu. Allah says, as a mu'min, as a believer, this is your duty. And your duty start now, before spreading, before telling someone, tabayyanu. You have to check it. So all these excuses which we have nowadays, I have been told, I read somewhere, there was a post, especially nowadays with this WhatsApp, with this Instagram, with Facebook, where the people are hiding behind, without regularity, without authentication. Anyone can make any post on anyone's name. I had a visit somewhere in the country, and someone was opposing it, and they made a post of one of the very famous person of this country, who is very well known and has hundreds of thousands of followers, and said some rubbish things. So many people start reading it. Oh, he's saying this, he's saying this. Within 1 or 2 hours, I think they have realized it. Our name has been misused just to propagate against someone, and for defamation and for damaging the credibility of someone. And then they said it is not our website, it is fabricated, it is made like ours. Means our name has been used. So many times it's happened. People use your name, people use your ID, people can, and this is happening very regularly now. And the way people are spreading this fitna, now you can understand the wisdom of Quran and Hadith. Before was very difficult, saying on someone name and spreading it. So it was very difficult, and hiding yourself. It was very, very easy. In a village you said something, you said to someone, it is wrong. But the person, if you grab him, why you said this? Oh, so and so told me. So you can find the person within an hour. But nowadays, one is sitting in east, the other is in west. The person who is spreading this fitna, you don't know where he is. You can't find out the person. And you think it was on Instagram, it was on WhatsApp, it was on Facebook, but you don't know who is regulating it. Whose ID this person is using against someone. And sometimes Allah says, tabayyanu. Why tabayyanu? The reason is self-Quran given. An tusibu qawman bijahala. You might hurt and harm someone unwillingly and unknowingly. See what Quran says? Your duty is checking and verifying. You might hurt someone, you might harm someone, you might damage the credibility of someone, you might create problem and fitna for someone. فَتَبَيَّنْ أَن تُصِيبُوا قَوْمًا بِجَهَالَةٍ, and unknowingly, unwillingly, without any intention, you might destroy the life of someone. فَتُصْبِحُوا عَلَى مَا فَعَلْتُمْ نَادِمِينَ, and afterward you will regret. But the Quran says, after, when you regret what you have done, and when you feel sorry for it, let's say because of your news, bad news, there are so many scenarios. May Allah protect us. With this bad news, girl, daughter of someone, sister of someone has been killed. She has been killed. And this is mostly happening in our villages and remote area, if you understand. You just spread some bad news, and the father, the brother, or the family member, out of anger, when the people start saying that the person has died, the person has killed, 2 people killed, 3 people killed. But when you start digging and looking the reality, it was false news. I remember in our one area, with a minor issue of this, the issue started with a minor issue, and it was baseless. Before to verify it, 11 people killed. How many people? 11 people. Before verification. You attack this one, and they came for retaliation, the other group, and then they say, oh, a person has died. They attack, and this way, in between, before finding the truth and the reality, what was the reason where the fight started, 11 people already died. And I still remember one beautiful story of someone, and he said, someone has taken someone to the court that he said something against me wrongly, he accused me wrongly, so he damaged my credibility. And the person says, I wasn't aware of it, so I am very sorry. It is not a big deal. The judge said, okay, I will give you the decision tomorrow. Tomorrow I will give my verdict, but today I am giving you after finishing the court, he said, take this paper with you. And this is your duty. I want to check something in your personality. You have to make small pieces. And then you have to spread it in different areas. And tomorrow when you come, I will ask you. So the person said, okay, this is the paper, make it small pieces, some here, some there, some there, some there. The next day when he was called, he said, yes, mister. He said, yes, you did something. Yes, I'm sorry, I wasn't aware. So he said, do you think this simple word of sorry will bring back the honor of this person? Will bring back the honor of this person? You know how many people further spreaded the same message? And he said, yes, yeah, I remember, yesterday I gave you a piece of paper. He said, yes. And you said to make it a pieces and spread it here and there. And he said, okay, it doesn't matter, the paper is still there, go and bring it back to me. Even if it's not the full paper, bring the pieces. Go and bring the pieces. And the person said, how is it possible? You told me to make it pieces. So he said, I'm not asking you bring me the paper back, give me the pieces. He said, but you told me spread it differently. So I spread it here and there and there. I don't remember where street. And he said, within one day, I'm asking you bring all the pieces back which has been given to you yesterday. The way you spreaded the news. And you said sorry, but the way your news is spreaded by others, do you have the ability to go to each and every single person to tell what I said was wrong? Do you think one word sorry will compensate? فَتَبَيَّنُوا, Quran says, verify it. You will regret it afterwards, but it will be too late for you. And this is very common nowadays. And for corruptions, so in our countries, even for the land grabbing, sometimes you do all these methodology in a political reason, sometimes in a family reason, even sometimes for defamation of someone. And we are nowadays facing so many things. I personally had experience of these things. So many things sometimes said about you, you never even thought about it. And on a one issue, they start blaming you with another. This person might have a personal hatred. He might have his own agenda. He might have his own dirt in his side. But why you becoming part? If you say, yes, he has a dirt, I don't have any feeling about you. I have a good feeling, but I just heard. And he said, Fatabayyanu, Quran says your duty was to verify it. The burden is on your shoulder. On day of judgment, you won't say so and so did this. He will be responsible in the court of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for his or her action. They will pay for it. They will be punished. But your duty start when you got the news, Fatabayyanu, where is your responsibility? Even I'm telling you, to finish this making lies is so hateful. There is a special kind of hadith. The hadith, people fabricated hadith about the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So there were different reasons for fabricating hadith. For example, the ulama says that those who are in the love of Hazrat Ali radiallahu ta'ala anhu, they have created some just to attack the people of this time when they have dispute with others. Some, those who have in love this one, so there were many reasons for fabricating a hadith. You understand? One of the reasons, out of all these reasons, because it's not that there's a hadith to go for the detail why the people were fabricating hadith, one very common reason of the fabrication of hadith, the ulama says, there were some Sufis, some pious people, and they were fabricating hadith. And when they were asked, why you are fabricating hadith, Qala Rasulullah, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said this, and he hasn't said this. This is very dangerous. The Muhaddithin says the dangerous hadith fabricated is this one. Because these people are now pious in the society. These people are now respectable in the society. Their reply was, we are not damaging the personality of the Prophet. We heard something very good. We heard something very good. We thought the people should listen to it and the people should act upon it. So to make it valuable, these good things, we connected to the Prophet so the people will listen more. They will praise the Prophet and at the same time they will do it regularly. Look at the intention. The intention is good or bad? The intention seems very good, but the Muhaddithin says this is the verse of the hadith, because for those liar and those who are fasiq and fajir and those who were involved in some grouping, their fabrication was very easy to find out. Because they were known in the fighting in the group, he is belong to this, so he definitely doing this for sake of this, he is saying against this because of this. It was very easy for Muhaddithin to analyze it and find it out. But these pious people, no one doubt his personality. No one doubt his authenticity. And look at his intention. He think that I am praising the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. In reality, this is the worst kind of the fabrication of hadith. The Muhaddithin says, the Prophet, it means the Prophet hasn't completed his job. There was something left by the Prophet and now you are attaching to the Prophet. You are challenging the prophethood of the Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You are damaging the person. Do you think Allah says, لَقَدْ كَانَ لَكُمْ فِي رَسُولِ اللَّهِ أُسْوَةٌ حَسَنَةٌ, with the perfect personality, with the perfect message, with the perfect guidance. In one hand, this is our claim, the deen is completed, the message is completed, and whatever is good has been declared, whatever is bad has been forbidden by the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And now you got something attaching with the Prophet. It means you are thinking that there are something should be done by the Prophet. He hasn't done, now I am connecting with the Prophet. Na'uzu billah, na'uzu billah. Are you respecting the Prophet or you are dishonoring the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? You understand this? So even lie with a good intention, look at the consequences and look at how heinous crime is this according to the Muhaddithin. And the Muhaddithin says one of the most hateful fabrication of hadith and one of the most the worst kind of fabrication of hadith is the people, those who are known in the society very pious, and out of their ignorance, they thought this is something good. If I say, I am saying, the people might not listen it. For the benefit of the people and for the honor of the Prophet, they connected with the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they said this. So even this is forbidden and declared heinous crime and one of the worst fabrication in hadith. So who can justify his fabrication? Who can justify his making story? Who can justify his lying in propaganda against someone? These are very few messages, especially in this period of Instagram, WhatsApp, where the people are very easy can blame someone, make the story about someone, make a post about someone, even mention the name of someone and damage you. Be careful. Before believing something, think about it and verify it. And if you are not sure, don't spread it. Rather than thinking the people will benefit, is better not to benefit compared to spreading something wrong, which the impact will be sometime very, very unacceptable and very, very harmful and very painful. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا يا مولانا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.